Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this real special event that we have here this Thursday, August 24th. And I'm real excited because I'm in the midst of some phenomenal, amazing people here tonight. And those that attended tonight are in for a real treat, a special webinar on how to grow your market, especially with Canada reopening now. We're super excited about that, eh? So it's going to be great. It's great. It's been an awesome, amazing time since August the 7th, since LifeWave relaunched in Canada. Again, my name is Pete Redekop. I'm in Pinawa, Manitoba. I'm from Belize, Mexico, Winkler, Pinawa, nomad from all over the place. But I'm in great company tonight. And if it wasn't for that wonderful man with that colorful shirt there, Jacobson, I wouldn't be here today. So I thank my sponsor so much for never giving up on that original call that came in 2019, and I rejected. Nah, too busy. Anyone can relate? I'm sure you can. I think we've all been there at one point, except for Robin. She was easy. When can I get in? How fast can I get it? Most people don't come in that way. But I'm super excited tonight. I want to open up by just saying thank you for those of you that took the time out of your busy schedules. It's summer. You're here, and you're wanting to grow your business. Well, we're in the midst of some phenomenal people, and I want to start very briefly by just sharing. Since August 7th, we had a record-breaking week, by the way, here in Canada on August 7th. It was amazing. So many people came out of the woodwork and just back in action again. There are some that are still MIA, but the intention of this call is to get everyone out. We're going to have some leaders sharing some things here tonight that's going to be of real value of how to really ignite the market here in Canada again. So I'm so thankful for Robin and Gregory. Robin and I had a phone call a couple of weeks ago. We planned this event for tonight, and we're coming at you with some serious intention tonight to help you and just to thank you for sticking with us here in LifeWave and being a part of the phenomenal growth that's coming up. So without further delay, I'm going to turn it over to my wonderful upline and friend, partner, Robin Blanc Mascari from Bozeman, Montana. Robin, take it away.
Thank you, Pete. And so wonderful to be here with all of you. I just want to first acknowledge you. It has been a rough time. And boy, when I first got that call, I went, oh my gosh, our poor Canucks. And I got the honorary term of an honorary Canuck many years ago from another friend who's from Regina, Saskatchewan. And I take that seriously. And so when things got challenging, I had to look at what can I do to help. So you guys that have stuck in there, that are still here, that are excited, that are growing, that, learned a lot about Alavita and IceWave, God bless you. God bless you. As we took a lot of different dimensions of Alavita and IceWave, and you did it. And now we're at the re-entry, relaunch. And this is a really exciting time for many reasons, not just that you have the star of the show product that you can share with people, but what's going on with LifeWave, from my perspective, there's not been a better time. This is the most exciting time from my perspective. Not only have we grown 15-fold since IceWave, since X39 came out, the company has an amazing president named Meredith Burkich. If you haven't met her, seen her yet, you're in for a real treat. If you have, you know what I mean. And what she's doing is one of the most important things that I think any leader can do is, as they say in the book, Good to Great, put the right people in the right seats on the bus. She is building a corporate staff that, is very exciting. And we are getting to meet them one by one. We're going to see a transformation in the customer service department, in the compliance department, in the marketing department. They even brought on a digital expert that is going to transform our user experience with the website. There's so much goodness going on. And I just invite each and every one of you to look for the things that keep getting better, because you're going to find them. And it's really wonderful. So what's going on here? Your patience, your perseverance, your stick-to-itiveness is absolutely going to pay off. I mean, I learned from Gregory a long time ago is, he has this thing, commit to be here a year from now. And you did that when that going got tough, and you will get rewarded. I promise you, by staying in the game and being with the company, because this is truly what I call a networker's dream. People talk about this elusive momentum, but very few people ever get to experience. So being with a company that's at the early stages of exponential growth is one of the greatest rides you can ever take. So I just want to welcome you. Thank you for being here. And Gregory wants to say something.
Yeah, something I heard in Costa Mesa. Garrett shared some growth statistics with us, and month to month, year to year, we're 36% over last year. So talk about continuing growth, where a lot of the industry is in regression. A lot of network marketing companies are slowing down, while LifeWave is picking up a serious head of steam. So that means that this month of August, just finishing up, is about 36%. I think he was referring to July, that July was 36 of 2023 was 36% larger than July of 2022. That's pretty substantial growth.
And it just keeps getting better when most companies are not going through this. So we are thrilled to be here. And I love what the company is doing to support you guys up north. And so what I get to do is turn things over to my buddy over there that is one of the most passionate people I have ever met. I just love it when he's on fire because it's infectious. So Karl Krebs, take it over.
Well, thank you. With an introduction like that, I should just say good night and quit. I'll be ahead. It's been interesting. And Robin, thank you for acknowledging what it's been like in Canada. It's been tough. We talked to a lot of our brand partners that had letters ready to go that said, I'm out, I'm done, I can't wait any longer, I'm treading water far too long. And, but it was the commitment that David made and LifeWave to support us financially. And we knew something was going to break, and it did break. And for all the people that contributed to that, we have you guys to thank here in Canada. And, I got to know some people in the last few weeks better than I've known them before. One of them is Judy Friesen. I want to give her great strength because she's a tremendous leader, a very articulate, well-spoken woman. And we started to talk about what is it going to be like as we relaunch. We've got some cold case files here. We've got some people that have just drifted away. We've not talked to them in months. And there's a saying, it's sometimes easier to give birth than to resurrect the dead. But let me tell you, you should go back and try. And Judy reminded me that on Dragon's Den, they have this thing about customer retention. How many are you bringing in, and how much do you keep? And that was important. It was a driving force for me to say, let's leave no one behind. Let's go back. And I've made a conscious effort to go back. And I'm proud to say, not to brag about it, but because we opened that door, 3 people came back to LifeWave in our group, How to Live Younger Now. And I'm not taking credit for it. I'm just saying we opened the door to them. They knew we were thinking about them. And one of them even went over past that and made a purchase so that one of our people could advance as manager. We knew that we had good people. And you know what? You can solicit, you can go out, you can get new recruits. But what about the ones you've already had, the ones that you sold once, so to speak? We need to bring those back. So I think that's important for us as we focus on these meetings. And in a second or two, Judy's going to talk about the roadshow, that we go back and invite those people. And make sure that they know we're still thinking about them. So that's my contribution on the call. Thank you all.
Beautiful, Karl. Okay, I think, is Judy up next?
I think so.
Judy, you're on to share about the roadshow.
All right, that's my favorite thing. I love roadshows. I love traveling. You all know most of you know my story about being down in Palm Springs, and I just love traveling and being able to enjoy life and at the same time help people and see my business grow. And so in a way, you know what, this problem we had in Canada, it was so exciting in some ways because it caused us to cause our roots to go way deeper and to look at different markets. And I'll never forget Kai saying, Judy, you got to look at different markets. And I really took him up on the idea, and we decided we are going to go for it. We went down to Palm Springs for the first time. And as you know, I signed up a lot of people down there, and I would say a good half to 3/4 are still really going strong, and some of them have become managers as a result, or are almost there as a manager. I'm excited about the roadshow. I'm going to be there. I've got a number of people that are going to be coming, and I am making a point to use my vehicle as kind of the rallying cry. So I'm going to be picking up some people, and others are going to come join me, and we're going to drive in together, and we're going to have a really good time. So I'm looking forward to seeing a number of you there. I'm going to be going to the Vancouver one, and let me just share my screen and just quickly go over very briefly what the roadshow is all about. So I hope that you can all see my screen here.
There it is.
The first roadshow is going to be in actually Surrey. If you know anything about the Lower Mainland, it's not really Vancouver, but that's close enough. It's Surrey. And that's September the 10th from 1 to 4:30. The first 45 minutes, I understand, is for prospects or for people who are just wanting to get a little introduction. And then the last couple hours will, after a break, will be some good training. So we're looking forward to it. I looked at this hotel there in Surrey, and it's a great location. Edmonton comes up next on September the 12th. And it's going to be an evening one. So make sure that you know about that, and invite your friends and anybody that you know that happens to live in Edmonton. There'll be people there that will welcome some of your guests, and they'll take good care of them and make sure that they reconnect them back to you. September the 14th will be in Calgary. Again, it's an evening meeting at the Radisson. And then and Toronto, September the 16th. And then I understand it's not in this particular screen share, but on the 18th, I understand it's going to be in Winnipeg, Manitoba. Is that correct, Pete?
That is correct, Judy. And I want to proudly say that Karl and I were very instrumental, I think, in getting Winnipeg on the Canadian Road Tour. We were very, very adamant with Garrett that we need a show in Winnipeg. We need to stop in Winnipeg. And we just wouldn't stop until they said, okay, we'll do Winnipeg. And even asked me for the location advice. I told them Viscount Gord. I've been there many times for conferences, conventions. It's amazing. It's awesome. So 18th, Viscount Gord, Portage and Route 90, right in Winnipeg. So that's going to be awesome.
Yeah. So basically that's.
I remember we did that.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Judy.
Fantastic. And I just want to encourage everybody, if you just even know a friend, just tell them, you know what, you're my guest. I'll pick you up. I'll make sure you're there. I'll take care of you. I'll get your lunch or whatever it takes. I think having people there is very important. And if you know somebody in another location, like I was talking with Karl, I said, you know, I think I know somebody. If I get those people to go, Karl, will you make a point to look out for my friend? And he said, absolutely, I'll welcome them and let them know that they can reconnect with you at the end of it. So we are all in a team together. And I just encourage all of you to make an effort to come, even if you don't have any guests, still go, because there's a momentum that you will get. You will hear new things. You'll be meeting some of the key top leaders of LifeWave and some other fellow brand partners. And I really think that it's going to be an excellent 2 or 3 hours of your time spent. So that's my presentation. Over to you, Robin.
Okay, thank you, Judy. And it's true. Leaders are born at events, and all leaders go to events. And if you don't need the meeting needs you, and you might need the meeting. So please come, because the energy and our LifeWave community. I mean, I've been in, I hate to say how many network marketing companies, I don't even know, but this one is in a league of its own. It's very special. It's not just that we have this breakthrough product. The community is like nothing I've ever experienced. And our Live Younger community is so amazing. And we're doing some great stuff up in Canada. We have several advisory board members. And so what I just wanted to briefly share, we do know that the company needs to come out with something for the Canadians to say what you can say and what you can't say. It's not in print yet. It will be coming out. I sent a message to Meredith, the president, and she says they're working on it and they sped it up because it's really important. We want to be respectful as much as, with Health Canada and what's going on. We don't want to, we want to be careful. So if you keep it really simple, You can say whatever you want one-on-one with people. You can private message people. You can send the details and information, and you can say what you want. But when you're public, it's no mention of the company, the products, stem cell activation. We're not allowed to say. We will be able to say acupuncture activation. Is that it? Acupressure points. But we will be getting that information to you. So just say, I've come across something that is changing my life. The key, the businesses that are growing the fastest all across the world are doing it with stories. If you share a compliance story, what it was like before, you don't need to share. Then I use this, technology that you use it on your meridians or your acupuncture points. And now what I can do, sharing your story is really what makes the biggest difference.
And when you're sharing one-on-one, we do activate stem cells. We all know that.
Yes.
We just can't put it in print right now. You guys are blessed and challenged to live in one of the most restrictive wellness products countries on earth, Health Canada. Okay. And so we're navigating the course, and it's very sad that they actually shut us down for this extended period of time. But the good news is, we're open again, and we have 7 of our 11 products available there, and all the primary ones are available. And we have this launch tour, and the nature of our business for the most part is belly to belly, people to people, person to person. And right now, while we're re-entering the market, they've asked us to back off of bulk advertising. So, you don't want to do Facebook ads, probably don't want to do Facebook Lives, but you can do all the instant messages, text messages, emails, phone calls, all the stuff that most of us built our business with. I mean, the reason we're here is because Kai Jacobson picked up the phone and called us, okay? If he would have sent us an email, it would have got lost in the 200 or 300 to come in every day. So I think we're really blessed and very excited to have Canada back on track. And
as leaders, I taught leadership for many, many years, and we had this thing called forward focus. You want to focus on what you want more of. We don't want to focus on the things we don't have and what's not working or what we can't say. We want to focus on what we want and where we're going and what we can say. So like Gregory, he was busy private messaging people when he was building. And it was really fun. He would just see who's online, and then he'd send him a message, and then he'd start a conversation, and it exploded from there. So there's so much we can do. So please stay focused on what we can do. So now we want to shift the gears another direction, and I'm going to turn things over to Gregory.
I think the next thing we want to talk about is the rising tide lifts all boats. And I think we're going to let Kai chime in on that. And then I'm going to follow up, and we're going to talk a little bit about the comp plan and some other things.
Okay. Well, thank you, Gregory. I do want to make one comment about what Robin just said. I loved it. I think because I like a lot of spy movies. I watch a lot of the, spy movies and action movies, and the heroes always love to have their hands tied behind their back, or something. They love the challenge. And, and when they finish, all the other people are on the ground and they've got the gun in the hand and everything. So you have a challenge, but you guys are superstars. So just think of it that way. Tides rising. This is a powerful thing. I think Gregory and Robin and Pete with really long time experience, and Clarissa have seen this. They're real strong leaders that have really made big groups before. When a company's in momentum, like LifeWave, only within the last 5 years, during the time of COVID, we've gone from about a $4 million a month company to a $40 million a month company. That's just crazy. That's the tide. And when the tide rises, all boats rise with the tide. They really do. And, I started 18 years ago. And yes, I'm so fortunate to have gotten in early. But the truth is, the first 10 years were really, really hard. There wasn't a lot of volume growth. As I said, 4 million after, what was in the last 5 years. So the first 13 years, we got to 4 million. And in the last 5 years, another 37, another 36 million a month came in. That's a lot more money than 4 million that took 13 years to get to. So that's what I mean by the tide rising. Yes, you maybe missed the very early thing, but who can pick? I got lucky. I got in early. But the truth is, the greatest growth and the most money and the most momentum and energy and success is going to happen in the next 5-6 years. We're going to go to 2 billion probably. I believe in the next 10 years we'll be at 2 billion and maybe sooner. And that's huge amount of growth. And you're in front of that whole wave. And so that's a tide that's rising. So everybody that you bring in, they're going to say, I heard about it, or I didn't want to do it back then, but yeah, now, it's making more sense. Or, a friend told me it was really working for them. You're going to find so many more people open to it that weren't maybe originally. And the momentum is going to carry everyone forward. And the success stories that are going to happen are going to be so much quicker and so much easier to accomplish. And it's not just by mistake. It's because the products are so profound, they're unique, they're patented. You can't get them anywhere else. That's very special. Almost no network marketing company offers that. So that gives us incredible stability and specialness. Plus, we're 18-year-old company, debt-free, massive momentum, solid foundation. We call it a legacy company. That's a powerful ocean to be in with the tide rising. You could not be dropping your fishing line into the best moment into the thing. And as you get a net, you're going to catch a lot of fish. You'll start with your one line out there, but as you start getting a little bit of a network, now you've got a net, and you're going to catch a lot of fish. It's going to be fun. And congratulations for being part of it. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, Kai. So one of the things we want to talk about is helping as many people as possible get to the next level. No matter where they are, this is kind of a help one, to help all. And the only way you get where you want to go is help others get where they want to go. And if it's a brand new person, it's helping them get binary qualified, right? One on the right, one on the left, active, binary qualified, and the little check starts coming in, in addition to the product introduction bonuses and all the retail bonuses. So you start out and you don't have to be binary qualified to earn money on a product introduction bonus. One of the things I like about this company, I like many things about it, is that if you sell something, you get paid. Okay. So if you enroll a new customer or you enroll a new distributor or a customer does a follow-up order, you get paid. Now, if a distributor does a follow-up order, unless it's an upgrade, product introduction bonus only works on packs. The way we get paid on our distributor or brand partner downline is through the binary compensation plan. And that one of the first things we want to help people do is get qualified, binary qualified, one on the right, one on the left. Once they're binary qualified, what's the next step? It's the move to manager. And manager is what I like to call the engine pin of the compensation plan. Because if you can get to manager, and if you can learn how to help other people to get to manager, you can get wherever you want to go in this compensation plan. So manager is very important. So, and what's the next step after manager? It's director. So it builds on each other. The only way people get to director is help people, a few people get to manager, right? The way you get to senior managers, you help some other people get to director. It's that rising tide. And the nature of our business, again, is the only way you get where you want to go is to help other people get where they want to go. One of the things we wanted to share with everyone tonight is your upline leader, Pete Redekop, is very close to moving on to the next level. He's a senior director, but he's ready to move on to executive director. But you know what? He can't get there by himself. You can't buy your way to the top in LifeWave. You have to build your way to the top. And so if we can work with any or all of you, myself, Robin, Kai, will all make ourselves available to help you. Judy, Karl, we're all here for you to help you and your team take those next steps. Whether it's somebody that's going to rank up to manager, somebody's going to rank up to director, maybe they're just going to upgrade from silver to gold to platinum or diamond. The upgrades count too. That's volume. And this is a volume. It's a people and product driven business. People count, and product points, or it's really people and points. People and points, they all count. So I just wanted to, encourage everyone. We want to see that Pete walk the stage as executive director coming up at the conference in October. That means we got to chip in and all work together to get him to executive director by September 15th. So we really have a little over 3 weeks to get him there. So over these next couple of weeks, I think it's a full court press for all of us, because we want to help as many of you that are going to physically be there at conference or virtually at the conference be there at your highest level. And that's going to help Pete get to his level. So, I think with the amount of time we have, I'll cut it there. But,
Find out who else wants to rank up. Yes. I'd like to know, is there anyone on this call that is focusing on ranking up right now? Okay, Corolla, we're with you. Where do you want to be? Unmute.
At least the manager, but director would be good too. But I first would like to have Roger as the director, so he is ahead of me. So yeah.
Okay, we're going to help you get to manager, which is so beautiful. It's just, you get placed and it helps your upline and your upline and your upline. So, okay. You're a gold and above, and you need 2 personally sponsored silvers on each leg. And always get a few to spare, because stuff happens,
It's good to have spares.
Okay. Anyone else ranking up? Okay.
We want to do a little Q&A.
Yes, we do. Judy.
But
Yeah,
just
Judy, there
before we
she is.
do, Judy, you have
ahead,
something you
Judy.
want to share? I just want to jump in here before we go to Q&A, though.
Yes, I would like to rank up to senior director.
Yay, Judy.
Beautiful.
Good luck.
Beautiful.
That's my intention.
All
And
right.
so
They're
for those-
important. And I think
Great.
Karl is in the same boat. He's director.
I'll
Yeah.
and wants to
join
rank
you
up.
on that one, Judy. Absolutely. We'll partner and arm in arm. Let's get to senior director.
Sounds
Okay,
good.
just before we go over to Q&A, guys, I just want to add one thing here, kind of closing before we open it up for your questions, and we'll take the time to answer them. I just want to share that when I got that phone call from Kai originally, and I didn't bite. Just like when you put the line in the water, the fish don't necessarily bite right away as soon as you drop the line in the water. This doesn't happen, right? Experience will tell you that. I've been full-time network marketing industry for 32 years. You don't become full-time in 32 years in the network marketing industry unless you're somewhat on top of your game. You have to be, right, to survive. Well, when I heard about stem cell activation and when I got that magic phone call from Kai, my receptors were not open. And I thought, well, you know what? After a while, I got nothing to lose. In March of 2020, I've got nothing to lose. It's the beginning of COVID and lockdowns in Canada and all this stuff. Well, I might as well be on the phone. I might as well spend my time wisely. And I drove Kai nuts with all the 3-way calls that I did. And it was amazing. 2 days later, I was a manager. Intentional. It was set very intentionally to become a manager. 28 days later, I was a director. 90 days later, I was a senior director. Now, am I saying, oh, how great I am? Absolutely not. I'm saying I had a good team member here, Mr. Kai Jacobson. He supported me 100%. And I said, I was not going to go to the lowest ranking fruit out there. Many people make that mistake when they come into the business. The first thing they do is they go to some family member or someone. It's going to be an easy rejection. I went to some of the highest ranking people that I knew. And one is in this room today. The very first sign up is Clarissa in the room here. And I thought for sure she would reject me. She'd be the first one that would reject me. So with that being said, I want you to just unmute yourself, Clarissa, real quickly and go back to the day of April of 2020 when I was on that 3-way call with Kai Jacobson, yourself, and your wonderful husband, Jay, and just share what your response was that night, Clarissa.
Okay, first, thank you so much. Hello, everyone. First of all, I just want to say thank you. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much, Pete, for that phone call. I'm not sure if you're expecting the rejection or the objection.
Oh, I was expecting a rejection.
Or promotion. Those 3, objection, promotion, or rejection, right? So we are all in the promotion. And then I heard Kai, calm, cool, and collected Kai. And they did not know, they don't realize that we are not really expecting or looking for an opportunity to build our business. I'm in a position where I just want to live life, quality of life, because I've I've traveled a lot. I know what I can do in network marketing. I know how to lead, but that very time, that moment, I'm not looking to make money. I'm looking, Jay and I, we're praying for my life's extension. And for sure, because Kai and Pete are talking business, we answer business, but they did not know what's in our heart. Our heart is like to live. So cut the long story short, I will not be here. I will not be here if not for Kai and Pete. God extended my life because of the brilliance of David Smith. So this what I'm sharing with you is what I have shared with the first road show that I have attended in the Philippines last year. So I'm also grateful that this team's effort and support made me that became so possible. And because of that, the people who said that they're not going to do any network marketing anymore at all, they are the most active leaders from the Philippines now. So I'm really grateful and thankful, like Kai, Pete, Robin, and to all of you, and Judy, you don't know that I really admire you. I'm so proud of you, and Karl, Hannah, Dennis, all of you, Carola, all of you who are here. So let me just I'm grateful and thankful. Let me just say, I kept on, I have this bold promise to the people that I talk to, because I heard from Gregory, he always say that, do this and you'll be rewarded, period, right? Can we all say period? And I say, do this consistently and you will be rewarded forever. I boldly say that forever, because that my life now is my forever. So I'm so excited because me and Jay, we're flying to Vancouver next week for to attend and to invite people there. And we already booked our flight and booked our flight back to Winnipeg. And I just wanna, the road show from the Philippines, if I may add value to you, the road show that we've done with Dr. Jeff, because Dr. Jeff, he was the one who, he is in the product and I'm in the business side. So we
You've always been
partnered
very
together.
intentional, Teresa, right? Very intentional in everything you do. That's one thing I've always admired about you, is your intention. And you've applied that intention here with your road show, with what you're doing right now in Winnipeg, and whether you're working in the Philippines, you're very intentional. And I've always admired that about you. So I just want to say thank you, Clarissa, for being there and coming through this whole storm that we've been through in Canada. I know it's been hard on many of us as Canadians, but I just want to say I appreciate you. And our goal was to keep this meeting at about 30 minutes. We're a little over that right now. So I'm just going to move forward real quick with the last thing that I wanted to share in closing with my intention to move forward, executive director. I've had a few times where I almost hit the goal. When Nigeria shut down during COVID, right? There went 75% of my business gone, just like that. And then almost there again a year ago, right there. And then Canada shut down. We went to NFR and it limited us, right? We were all affected by that, but we're back full throttle, 90% full throttle here. And it's so great to just have each and every one of you as part of the success team and working together. And for the third attempt, I'm making that roll over to try to hit the senior director. Not try, intentional. We're going to do it. Whether it fits the date, you never throw out the goal. You throw out the date, and then you make a new plan, a new action, and you move forward. And I'm so grateful and so thankful to have all of you here, each and every one. You're part of this. So it's not a one singular mission. Hey, it's about me, myself, and I. No, it's not about me, myself, and I. It's about all of us here as a group. So in closing, I want to thank each and every one of you for being here. Appreciate you so much. And we're going to end the recording and move over to Q&A. Any final words, Robin, that you want to share here?
Yes, there are. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you, everyone. We are in the invitation business. Get really good at inviting. The person who has the most people showing up at the roadshow has the fastest growing business. So invite, invite, invite. And we are, the team is there to greet them if you're not able to be there. So we'll complete this, but we're going to stay on for Q&A. And
I want to say one quick thing.
Oh,
Pete made a
please.
mistake. Pete made a mistake. He said, I'm getting to senior director, and I want to correct that because it's really important that we put our intention correct. Pete, subconsciously you said that you want to become an executive director.
Executive, I am senior, correct.
Yes, you are a senior director. So you're
Thank
going
you for
executive.
clarifying that.
I
Good
want
catch.
that to be really concrete, real clear.
Real solid. Perfect. Thank you. Thank you for that, Kai.
Okay. We have a lot of rank advancements coming with this group, and we're excited to celebrate you and have you on our calls. Stand by, and we're going to complete the recording. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, everyone, for attending. If you're watching this recording, we appreciate you.